we are starting with your movers and shakers. And on today's segment of the movers and shakers, we are talking to a very lovely lady. I love her so much. Uh, Her name is Minki Thokoane. She is a trailblazer from Jane Furse in Limpopo, and she seamlessly blends intellect and ambition. She is a senior specialist engineer, and she is a Mrs. South Africa finalist. Welcome to the show, Minky.
Good morning, Sakina. I'm so honored to be here today.
Okay, I thought we are having a small lockdown challenge there, comrade. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Can you
No,
hear
you.
me now?
Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you now.
Oh,
Well,
thank you.
welcome. Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
And
I'm fantastic.
congratulations on being a finalist for the Mrs. South Africa.
Thank you so much, Sakina. Thank you. And how are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well, thank you, and I'm very happy, and I'm in a good space. Now, Minky, let's just get into it. I would like to know how is Mrs. South Africa different from the Miss South Africa that we know about? Because I've only heard about Mrs. South Africa, I think 2 years back, but I haven't seen anything, like being promoted and so forth. So, how is it different from the Miss South Africa that we usually see?
Well, one of the differences is the tenor. So Miss South Africa started long ago, 1970 something. Miss South Africa is not that long. It's 20 years old. And the other thing is that the criteria of entrance as well is different. So with Mrs. South Africa, we have a criteria like we don't have height restrictions, we don't have uh, size, body size restrictions, age as well. The highest you can get is up to 55 years. So, whereas Miss SA only ends at a certain age, and Mrs. South Africa, even those who are 55 can actually enter and actually go to be crowned as queen.
Okay, all right. So, how has the experience been so far, and what motivated you? What is the criteria? Do you get nominated into becoming Mrs. South Africa, or do you enter yourself? And I'm trying to avoid using the word pageant because I was just reading about the format actually of Mrs. South Africa. It's conducted a bit different from what a pageant would be. So what is the criteria of being a finalist?
The criteria of being a finalist, okay, it starts with being a semi-finalist. So being a semi-finalist, you have to we go for an audition in February. So the entries are gonna open now in November. I think there's gonna be a public announcement whereby entries are open, and then we go for a casting in February, whereby we go on stage. Then if they see potential that, remember, most people who enter Mrs. South Africa, they don't have a pageantry experience. Some have never walked on stage. Some can't speak publicly. Some don't even know how to structure their words. So when they see potential that you can actually develop into like stage presence, into being a brand, then I think that's how you qualify. So we become the top 100. We go through training, walking classes. We go through training of like self-branding. We go through a lot of training, social media management, social media editing of videos and pictures. And from there, they will select the top 30, which I even won the Influencer Award, which happened in July. the criteria changes after top 30. Now, because we are brands, now because we know how to speak, now because we know how to walk, the criteria changes to social impact. So we are being judged more on what are we doing for the community, how are we uplifting other women, how are we networking and growing our own brand. So the criteria changes. It's a lot of stages. That's why Mrs. South Africa takes around 9 months instead of most pageants run around 4 months or 3 months. There's a lot of development that goes into us.
Oh, that's really, really awesome. Now,
Mm.
tell me, what would you say is the end goal? Once you get crowned, you are Mrs. South Africa. What are the expectations? What do you represent? What is the work that you are going to be putting in from there onwards? What would a crown of Mrs. South Africa mean?
A queen is a leader. A queen serves. So we are going to be ambassadors. Let me just say me, like if I get crowned, I will get to be an ambassador of South Africa to the world, talk about what South Africans represent, what being South African represent. And just like you see when the Springbok won the World Cup, that is like they are portraying the whole South Africa as winners. It's global representation as well. And it also, we have to serve the community in a way that we represent the marginalized, like there's like pets drives, they like feeding the nation drives, there's like career advances drives. So the queen has to serve.
That's great. Now, Minky, I want to know, obviously, Mrs. South Africa requires that you should be a married woman. And now, when we talk about marriage, that is directly speaking to me because I'm passionate about marriage and I'm passionate about family units and keeping family life because that's where we get, like if you are coming from a healthy marriage, then you can give, healthy kids towards the community because when we raise our kids, we don't raise them for ourselves, we ultimately raise them for society and the community that they will be participating in as adults. So how is this emphasized, in the pageant when you guys are moving forward, because obviously it being different from Miss South Africa, the Mrs. would mean it's more focused on family values, it's more focused on how you as a Mrs. are going to what are you going to be bringing to the table, of South Africa as a Mrs. So I would like to know that how does this impact on the way you approach things as a Mrs., not just as an individual?
Whew, what a profound question. Okay, so yes, you are right. The first one, Mrs. South Africa, even though it's Mrs., they also allow women who are divorced to enter. They also allow women who are widowed to actually run for Mrs. South Africa. Then
Okay.
the next one is a family pageant. Yes, it is a family pageant. If you can even see on my social media, there will be like there's a post I did few days ago advertising or showing my wedding day, whereby people are like, we don't even believe that marriage or love exists anymore. So we also represent that it's possible to have like a healthy marriage. It's possible to have a supportive partner, and you can also be a mom. That's why I think that's why the pageant is 9 months long as well, because it allows you to balance that you are a student, you are a wife, you are an employee, and you are a mom, which is a very, very important job. And when we are having big gatherings or when we are doing content to promote our brands, the brands that support Mrs. South Africa, most of them Also balance with that, they can, if you can check at Home of Nula, which is my gold sponsor for my Mrs. South Africa journey. It has scalp treatments that is introducing my kids also to how to manage social media, how to make good videos. So, and there's Collagen Lift, which also gives us products about husbands, how husbands can look good and be good for us, the wives. So even the sponsors who sponsor Mrs. South Africa are family centric. So yes, so what we bring on the table is a balanced mom life, a balanced student life, and a balanced wife life. That is like a woman is not just Mrs. South Africa, but she actually wears many hats.
That's awesome. Honestly, that's very impressive, because sometimes, we live in a society that uplifts women, but that upliftment comes with a lot of lack in terms of family life, in terms of family values. So I'm really impressed that this pageant, promotes family life. It promotes that you can be a queen, but you can be a queen who still pursues her career, a queen who still looks after her family. Minki, we have to cut our conversation short for a little bit and go and pay our rent so that we can continue with this insightful conversation. So we are going to take a short break and we'll be back after a short while.
Moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
When the perfect blend of stylish decor, exquisite halal cuisine, and warm hospitality come together, it could only mean Al Bayt Lodge, your true home away from home. Al Bayt is the ideal heaven for families, business people, and tourists with its 4-star family rooms and other luxurious facilities. Conveniently situated close to Port Elizabeth Airport, the beach, and other amenities, your stay will be truly unforgettable, as you'll be taking home lasting memories of the warm hospitality, the serenity and tranquility that Al Bayt has to offer. For reservations, call 041 583 6415 or visit www.albaytlodge.co.za.
Yasin Badat Financial Advisory. Are your financial goals feeling out of reach? Yasin Badat Financial Advisory is here to turn your aspirations into achievements. Our dedicated team, armed with a history of success, is ready to guide you through the complex nature of financial and investment planning. Whether you're a seasoned investor or new to the game, our personalized solutions cater to your unique goals and risk appetite. Trust in our commitment to transparency, integrity, and excellence. Ready to unlock a world of financial freedom? Partner with us today. Call Yasin Badat Financial Advisory at +27 33 346 2071 or visit www.yasinbadat.com. Yasin Badat Financial Advisory, guiding you to financial success.
Hey, Gulam.
Yeah?
Did I return your lawnmower last month?
No, bye, you didn't.
Oh, no. Now what'll I do? I wanted to borrow it again, man.
With Rendry Jewelers, you won't have to borrow or lend because the prices are so well trimmed on all gold and diamond jewelry. Alternatively, we could remake your old jewelry into a brilliant new design. Visit Rendry Jewelers at 151 Stevens Lamini Road, Musgrave, Durban. Rendry Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
Attention drivers, revamp your ride with top quality tires at Best Drive Bromfontein. Our seasoned technicians guarantee a perfect fit for a smooth, safe journey. Choose from premium brands to budget-friendly options, all at competitive prices with special offers. From tire installations to brakes and shocks, We have all your vehicle needs covered. We also specialize in wheels, batteries, and suspension repairs. Get to meet our hands-on director, Mohammed Desai. With over 3 decades of experience, he ensures you receive exceptional service. Enjoy Salah facilities and a complimentary tea or coffee while you wait. Don't compromise on safety and performance. Ample parking available and full-time security on premises. Visit Best Drive Bromfontein today or call 011 837 4000 or 5000. We are 1 kilometer off the M1 highway. Take the Smith Street off-ramp towards Fordsburg, Fitas. Best Drive Bromfontein, where excellence meets service.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Welcome back to Salam Media. You are still with me, Phumelele Sakina Dolamo, on the mid-morning show. We are still chatting to the awesome Minki, who is a finalist in the Mrs. South Africa pageant. Is there another word I can use for this, because it's beyond a pageant. It represents so much more. Now, Minki, tell me, actually, we are supposed to also just feature you in the Women in Engineering, because you are a senior specialist at work. And not just that, you are also studying towards a degree in a digital business. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you ambitious? What is that fire that drives you to also pursue a career in engineering?
Thank you so much. So firstly, I am a senior engineer, and when I did engineering, the first time it was, okay, I'm passionate about chemicals, and I want a high-paying job. Engineering is high-paying. We don't want to lie about that one.
Don't we all?
But when working as a chemical engineer and a metallurgical engineer, I then realized that I actually love softwares. I actually love technology and the digital space. That's why I started working. I moved to work for the bank, and I started also, I've worked for the banks. So when we are in the banks, then, so firstly, I chose engineering because I'm from a village, so we all want money. But I found my passion in software development, in software, making change to people through like the automation of processes and the introduction of robotics in the process. That's why I even ended up going back to school, just to increase my knowledge about digital business, the IoTs, the blockchains, and the cryptocurrencies. So because I'm very, very passionate about doing things online and technology, and using technology to make people's lives better. Like, look at us, we are talking now virtually, and we are even laughing. Someone thought of this idea and made it possible. I'm working very hard to be that someone. It's just that now I'm in the back office or the background, but yes.
Fantastic, fantastic, and you're busy talking to me in a foreign language somewhere in between, but it's all good. It's all good. You're talking blockchain and you're talking all of these IT languages, the current lingo. And I saw just on your profile you have this, your mantra is "my time is now." How do you use that to keep yourself going and to inspire others as well, to pursue this? Because as well, a career in engineering, it's something that previously women were not into or were not allowed, to go to due to the social constructs that we were bound to, so how are you using that to pull others to say, hey girl, you can do this too, or someone who's coming from Jane Furse to tell them that, you know what, it doesn't matter that you are at this position right now. You can get to where I am or where I am going to.
Oh, Sakina, thank you so much for that question. It's very close to my heart. It's one of my biggest reasons why I joined Mrs. South Africa. Last year, I attended a conference. It was a cloud engineering conference in Melrose Arc. Almost everyone who stood on that stage was someone who is not a woman. There were males, and I asked myself, they said we must check the conference. So I even asked, like, why all the CEOs, Vodacom, everyone, it's a man. I want to see a woman. I want to see someone like me with hair and orange nails. So then I started introspecting and asking myself, why am I not seeing a lot of women on that stage? And it got to me that we have so many brilliant women out there who are already women in tech, but what about the confidence level of it, the believing in ourselves? Then I decided to run for Mrs. South Africa to develop that in myself, that I should be brave, I should be strong and believe more in myself, because we are capable, equally capable as well. So then I started partnering through my Mrs. SA journey. Then I started partnering with, there's an organization, it's called Techno Girl. They do visual mentorships for girls. And I also partnered as well with Faculty of Best Advisory, whereby we go to schools and we talk to those kids in school. I educate them. What is a UX designer? This is what an architect, a data architect does. Because when you are in the township, when you are in the rural areas, or when you are just a normal person, you will just know that there is a developer or a coder. But what about the other skills which are required in software development, like the system analyst? What does it do? Who are they? What is a data architect? What do they do? And how do you go about? So that's what I've been doing with Faculty of Best Advisory, showing people, educating them. This is engineering. Even if you take the normal engineering, this is how you can branch out into software development, whether it's mechanical, electrical, or any other engineering. And I'm also educating women as well. I created a movement called Employable Me Academy. There, the plan is that even the graduate who have finished doing nursing or who have finished doing degrees which are now, who are struggling to get employment, they can actually learn online, on YouTube, on TikTok, the few skills of how can I be a graphic designer and make posters, because that is, it can actually help them generate income and become employable or become self-employed by just learning rare digital skills that are readily available on the internet.
Oh, incredible, incredible, very impressive. I didn't know about that. And I think it's something that, our young kids who are at school, should know about, because I remember when I was in school, I think around grade 10, that's when where they started talking about career guidance, and the options then were, like before then in my mom's era, their options were teacher, nurse, policeman. So during our era, the options became a little bit better. You are thinking lawyer, accountant, around that, but engineering was not a top career that was marketed to us. For example, that you can become, the top careers that were marketed then was the world is moving towards IT. So it's IT, it's accountancy, it's law and so forth. So if I'm a little girl and Minki is coming to my school to motivate me towards the STEM or engineering field, what do you say to me as a grade 10 learner? How do I prepare myself if I have an interest in any of the engineering career? What is Minki telling me? What is she saying to me?
Hi, Sakina. As you are a grade 10 learner, please do maths, pure maths. Please invest a lot of time in physical science and in your English language. And if you choose engineering, for example, chemical engineering, it's rare that you might actually end up working as, or if you are confused as well which engineering to take, the nice thing about any other engineering you take, whether it's civil, whether it's mechanical, or whether it's biomedical or biotechnological, the thing is we all have rare skills which are critical thinking, which are very analytic, and creativity. So you choose this. Then when you finish in university, you can pick a career of your choice. You can go into food processing, you can go into SAB, or you can go into mining, you can go into textile production, or you can go into software development, because all the engineers in all these phases require all the same skills. We are all doing process maps to start with, evaluating how the process is gonna go. When I say a process, I mean, for example, how is flour manufactured, or how does a call move from my phone to your phone? That is all a process. It's all the same principles. Whether it's business analysis, the rules are the same. The system is just that it's different a bit. But if you just do any engineering, you are setting yourself up for to be the greatest in the future, because those skills are changing, but they are always remaining very relevant and life-changing to the whole community.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. I think if I think of engineering, I would think it's just one particular thing. But now you are demonstrating to me that it's got a lot of subtopics and a lot of subheadings. So you need to know that, as a child in grade 10, that if I want to pursue engineering, I've got a whole array of opportunities within the engineering sphere. Minki, it's time to pay the rent again. So we're going to go for a quick break, and we'll return with more insight in terms of the engineering field and your specific field. So our learners, no, sorry, our audience, we are going to go for a quick break.
And stay ahead with Salam Media. This is Salam Media, coming to you live from South Africa.
Valley's Motor Spares. We supply motor spares and accessories for all makes and models of motor cars, LDVs, bakkies, trucks, and earth-moving equipment. We deliver on time, every time. Please contact us via WhatsApp on 014-592-0925 or call 014-592-0925 or visit 28 Zenderling Street, Rustenburg. Remember the name, Valley's Motor Spares.
The people of Palestine need your support now. Africa Muslims Agency is on the ground, already providing food, medication, and emergency supplies in Gaza. Donate any amount to Heal Palestine at africamuslimsagency.co.za. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
When you give water, you're reaching out to drought-affected areas, bringing them to life. Fresh water to drink, to clean, and to grow. That's the power of water. Donate now to Islamic Relief.
Searching for elite local and international investment and advisory services from an award-winning firm? Look no further than the Belmont Mayer Group, your gateway to unparalleled investment and wealth management. At Belmont Mayer, we believe in the art of wealth creation, a meticulous process fueled by our unwavering commitment to excellence. With a focus on providing elite alternative investments and quality advice, we also pride ourselves on maximizing value for our esteemed investors, as seen through our consistent outperformance. Your financial success is our top priority. Join us at Belmont Mayer and experience the difference firsthand. Ready to embark on a journey of greatness? Contact us today. Reach out to the Belmont Mayer Group on 078 786 1698. Call or WhatsApp or email us at info@belmontmayer.com. Elevate your financial future with Belmont Mayer, where every detail matters.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Welcome back to the Mid-Morning Show. We are still in conversation with the incredible Minki Thokoane. Now, Minki, tell me, as you know, the current conversation is about self-care. It's about mental wellness. I'd like to know from you, with all these hats that you have to wear and the business of Mrs. South Africa, how do you keep sane? How do you prioritize your self-care? How do you prioritize your mental health?
In a busy life like this, whereby we wear many hats, it can be tough. So, but I do prioritize rest. I call myself, like, you see, even with a cheetah, the animal which sprints, the fastest animal on land. So it runs a marathon and it literally just rests. So rest is very important, because for me to regain my strength, for me to to sprint at full capacity again, I need rest. And I also accept help. I have my sister staying with me, so she does some of the duties that I normally do. And with mental health, I have started something new this month, whereby I switch off from digital devices. What I do is that, if you can check my phone, I have alarms. This is an alarm, I need to pray. This is an alarm, I need to check social media. This is an alarm that now I need to switch off all devices and just be a mom. So from 6 until 8 p.m., I'm not really available on the phone, because that's when I do my mom duties, sing along songs that they learned in school, and hear who is whose friend. And then luckily, God has placed it in a way that my husband works night shift, so I get to talk to him after playing with my kids. So yeah,
Okay,
I think
that's commendable, because sometimes as women who wear many hats, we tend to not prioritize that break, that rest, and it's necessary for you to recharge so that you can always show up, the way that you are supposed to show up in any environment. Now, with your experience so far, what would you say, like, it's the memorable thing that you've done, since you entered the Mrs. South Africa space?
there's a couple of things, but one I'll speak about. I have a friend. Her name is Limpopo. She's a founder of Nyota Social Investment, social program. So what they do, so I was involved with her to go to Alex, whereby we were cooking soup for people in the township. that really touched my heart. It just reminded me that Minki, one of long ago, like you were actually in the space. You were these people that they are feeding, and someone actually started an organization like that in our township, and they actually made sure that my family has food. So it just touched my heart that, you know, sometimes we forget that I was actually these people, and it was nice because I could tell those people there that this was me 10 years ago or 15 years ago, and today this is me. It also represents hope with them that even though I am here today, I need help, I need food on my table, and I don't even think the future is that great that I see it somehow. Here is Minki, who was mean when she was 13, and look how far she has come, and she's even representing South Africa or in Mrs. South Africa, and she's like a senior engineer. She's achieved so much. So that actually fulfilled my cup and made me feel like, okay, you are actually Minki representing the marginalized, and you are like a representation of hope, even for people who can't sing.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't even mention Dimpo because she is doing such incredible work in terms of her social programs. They've expanded, and they extend, to where we never thought, like someone of her caliber can reach. So that's really commendable, the work that she does, and we honor her, and we look up to her, and she's no stranger to Salam Media as well. And now, Minky, you touched upon, like your husband. You make time to talk to him and have a chat with him and touch base with him. I want to know, as far as pursuing your career, as far as pursuing everything else that you are pursuing, how important is it to have a supportive spouse? How, like yesterday I was talking to a lady, and she said that the most important thing is that when she goes home, her mom looks after her, she's there for her, she makes sure that she's eating healthily. So to you, when you go back home, how important it is to have that cheerleader in your corner?
My husband just knows some of the ideas I have, they might not make sense. Even Mrs. South Africa didn't make sense at first to him until when we won the influencer award. He was excited, and when we started doing a lot of media, he was like, "My say name is famous." So what he does is, oh my goodness, sure. He helps with the kids. Like now he has started something new of like teaching them to write. So when they come back, I'll be studying because I'm doing my master's. He will make sure that they like, bring your books. Let's see who has to write. Then he takes a textbook, and then that just says copy this, because they are in grade 1 and grade 3. They're still learning to spell. They're still, so he does that. So it takes some of the duties and my kids are also well provided for educationally, emotionally, because I am there. But he also helps in those, because it seems like small things, but they're actually big, because at the end of the year, you'll be like, Minki, you were busy with so many things, and then you neglected that the kids' homework is not done. So I am very grateful for my husband for what he does on his off days. And also, like life, sometimes you feel like I am tired. I am failing. You start, even the imposter syndrome. Then there is that someone who to remind you, like, Minki, you were top in our secondary school. Minki, you have done so well. You even have like a golden key member for your masters, for your university. You are brilliant. Please stop this thing of thinking you are failing. So that also reminds you that, oh, I'm actually beating myself so hard. I am actually brilliant. I am actually doing so well. So I love my husband so much, and I really appreciate the support that he gives me, whether it's just words of positivity or support when I'm down and looking after the kids. So yeah, it's very important to have a supportive partner.
Exceptional, exceptional. I'm very grateful of that. I remember I was speaking to a lady and she was telling me, it's an older lady, she's in her 60s, and she was telling me that she is so happy for our generation because she can see that, the men are becoming more supportive, while in her era it was more focused on it's the women only that have to play a supportive role, and you allow the men to shine in spite of what you yourself, your gifts that you have inside. So she was just telling me, how she can see the shift in today's generation, that now the relationship are moving more towards, teamwork, other than, just having one partner in the relationship shine. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm really happy for you that, you and your husband are working as a team and you are letting each other shine in the relationship, because it makes it quite difficult when only one partner wants to be acknowledged and the other partner has to sit down and keep quiet. So it's very, very beautiful for me, especially because, I love family life. I love that teamwork, to see the teamwork in partners, because it trickles down to the kids. Mind you, other things you'll think your kids they don't see it, they see it, and they can see, okay, mama and papa, they have quite a healthy relationship, and they will model upon that, whatever, your errors or mistakes that you have as a couple, but that togetherness, it plays a huge role in terms of raising the kids. And then, Minky, I also want to know, what is your message, that you want to leave with the people, that you touch. You mentioned that in the soup kitchen, you were sharing with people the message that, you're once a receiver of someone, bringing food for you. And now it means, whatever their circumstances, it's not, their destination. So I want to know, like, what is your message towards that child who feels like, what, this is my ending. I'm in a place of lack. What is your message to them? That there's hope.
Thank you so much, Sakina. So the message is, like, when you are in the township or in the rural, and firstly, thank you for mentioning that the kids are watching and the kids are actually seeing what we are doing. Because I just want to say something. I want to acknowledge my father and his wife. So I have a stepmother. They are the ones who actually helped me manifest my marriage, that this is what I want to look for in a partner, and this is, I want to get married one day. So going back to the kids in the townships, the kids who are in families that are not so united, I want you to picture, check on social media, check on TV, look at the best parts that you want in your life. So if you see a university, some of you have not even seen a university in your own lives. I want you to think of yourself, imagine and manifest that I am going to be in university, because it actually is going to happen. I need you to have a vision and say, one day I'm going to be earning more than 20,000, and I will not be like, I will move out of this. If you're in Alex, for example, you can see something. Imagine yourself like, how is it going to feel like when I own that building? Because it is going to be possible. So what I'm saying as a message to the people who are hopeless, the people who don't even believe that tomorrow might be brighter, I'm saying, look at magazines, look at TV, pick up the small things that you see that can represent your life in future, and look at them, pray over them, imagine yourself having those things. And that is how the law of attraction will actually bring all those to your life. Yes.
Thank you so much, Minki. We are now going to go for a quick short break and we will be back to continue with our insightful conversation with you. And see you after this.
This is Salam Media, coming to you live from South Africa.
Contact Lenasia Livestock and Poultry for all your sadaka, akika and kurbani requirements. We offer clean, hygienic abattoir style and refrigeration facilities. Sheep, goats and cows are available at competitive market-related prices, direct to the public. We slaughter, slice and distribute in your behalf. But that's not all. Introducing Meat Masters Halal Butchery, our sister company situated on our farm in Lenasia. Unbeatable prices on lamb, beef and chicken. Lenasia Livestock and Poultry. Livestock is our business. We are Sanha approved. Telephone 011 857 1774. Call now.
Kids these days are smart, and when you're competing for their attention against their smartphones, you need to make smart choices, like using Sunfoil triple refined pure sunflower oil in every meal you make. It's naturally cholesterol-free and approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation as part of a balanced eating plan. So whether you're cooking, frying, or baking, you get the great tasting results that'll get their attention faster than the latest app. And if that doesn't work, change the Wi-Fi password. Sunfoil. Now we're cooking.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic, Sharia, and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Are you planning a wedding, birthday party, corporate event, or any special occasion? Kane's Catering Services got you covered. Our catering services are here to elevate your event to unforgettable heights. From tantalizing appetizers to mouth-watering main courses and desserts, our culinary creations are crafted with passion and precision to delight your guests' taste buds. Our spit braai is a talk of the town. Indulge in succulent, tender meats, slow roasted to perfection over an open flame. Kane's Catering Services chefs bring creativity and expertise to every dish they prepare, ensuring that each bite is a culinary masterpiece. We take care of your guests while you relax and enjoy every moment of your function. Whether it's plated meals to a simple buffet, we are on top of it all. Ready to start planning your perfect event? Get in touch with us today to discuss your catering needs and request a personalized quote. Let us take your event to the next level with our exceptional catering services. Kane's Catering Services, situated at number 373 Jabundlovu Street, Pietermaritzburg. Call now 033 342 3511 or email us on info@kanees.co.za for Pietermaritzburg and surrounding areas only. Visit www.kanees.co.za.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Welcome back to our last segment with Minki, Mrs. South Africa. You're already the winner in my eyes. I already see the crown on your head, right? Okay, Minki. So in this last segment, let me just quickly have the questions up. We try to just keep it lighthearted and fun. We're going to be doing a quick fire question. So are you ready? Who wants to be a millionaire? Okay, Minki, what's your favorite way to relax after a long day?
Sleep.
Easy. Easy. What's the best book you've read recently?
Okay, which one there? Execution. What is that name of that book? Yeah, the Execution book.
Something like that. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
Seychelles.
Wow. Wow. Take me with you, please.
We're going.
We're going. Favorite hobby outside of engineering?
Swimming. I love swimming. I love the water.
And summer is right around the corner. What's the
Yes.
most spontaneous thing you've ever done?
Spontaneous.
Yes, totally unplanned. You were like, let's get in the car, let's go to Durban, something like that. I don't know.
I've done those a lot because I love the ocean. So even at 3 a.m., we just wake up. My husband, let's go to Devon. And we just drive and go. So, and flights as well. We just fly.
Please adopt me. I have my birth certificate with me. Please adopt me. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
Winnie Madikizela Mandela.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. What an incredible woman.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Uh, what's the best advice you've ever received?
It was a saying in the movie. I can't find the movie anymore. I watched that movie in grade 10. It was a movie about a girl who kept on not believing in herself. And then her lecturer in that movie tells her that, but why are you worried? You are not one of the best, yes, but you are actually the best. Like the criteria of the best is you. So every time I always remember that Minki, you are the definition of the best. So pick yourself up. Yes, you are not part of the crew of the best. You are the definition of the best. So yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful. You are the template.
you are the template.
Okay. If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be?
Elon Musk.
Others would disagree, but okay, tell us why.
Okay, I will disagree with the sleeping in the office and not having a house, but I will love to see the people manufacturing the Tesla, how he goes about developing the Croc, the AI languages, and the team that works with him. I think he works with the most intelligent people on earth. So I'd love to be in that space one day.
Oh, incredible. And now the last one. If you were to be an animal for a day, which animal would it be?
I love the leopard. I would love to be the leopard. Learn how it sneaks and just attacks or unexpectedly, and just be graceful and elegant in your walk. And beautiful as well. So
Don't we all envy the leopard? You just wake up, you do your catch once, and then you sleep the whole day. As you said before, it just makes that particular effort that it needs to make, and then the whole day it's off.
yeah.
No. You know what, Minky? I've had an incredible time with you. I've enjoyed, the conversation that we've had, and I hope and pray that, we would see each other even more and have more conversation. I really enjoyed my time with you. And for your incredible endeavors. May you achieve all of your goals and may you uplift your town, Jane Furse. It's not far from where my in-laws are. So I wish you all the best, in your endeavors. Represent us. And as you know, you're already my Mrs. South Africa. And thank you so much for agreeing to chat to us.
Thank you so much, Phumelele. I'm very honored for you to invite me and have me here and change us and move us. Imagine such a great platform. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful, and I wish you all the best and looking forward to meeting you in person.
Thank you. Thank you. And to our audience, that's it for this segment. Please do join us on the flip side for our second segment as we talk to another incredible woman, a woman in education. See you soon.